What is something that requires almost no skill, yet you still struggle to do? Maintaining a good posture. I just realized how slouched I'm reading this. Me too. I also have this problem. Drinking water. I somehow always miss my mouth and it'll leak down my chin or ice will attack my face. Never drinking enough water. The first step is admitting you have a drinking problem. Good for you. When someone beats you to making the stupid joke you wanted to make, and all you can do is resentfully upvote and move on. One time I ripped the skin on my hand trying to open a Gatorade bottle. You have the grip strength of a gorilla and the skin tensile strength of cotton balls. Of BAKLAVA***. Focus on my job. Greet people before immediately launching into a conversation. I really need to work on greeting people before conversing/complaining. I can't seem to cook eggs right on a consistent basis. Not omelets, just basic fried eggs. I'm a trial lawyer, and I stress more about cooking eggs for my girlfriend than I do when going to court. Anything regarding my health insurance. If you're in the US, this certainly requires skills and persistence. It is much harder than it needs to be, especially when one is already concerned about health. I'm European. Still don't understand how US insurance works. Seems like you are just buying from private companies. Up to this point it's straightforward. But then there is a government provided and controlled marketplace. Some states have their own, like covered California, and you can only buy insurance plan, enroll, in a limited time period. And if you miss it, you're not permitted to buy insurance from a private corporation, unless you have some extraordinary condition, or there's a special enrollment period. But why? Getting up from bed. Always have to remind myself to just do it as fast as possible or else it takes 10 minutes. More like an hour. Lol. Relax. Every time I've ever gotten a massage or mani/PD, the person has always had to remind me 5 or 6 times to just relax. I think I'm incapable of just letting the tension go. Just imagine you're weightless, in the middle of the ocean, surrounded by tiny little seahorses. Wow. Well, I felt really relaxed. Thanks, Deb. Cook rice. Rice cooker. Perfect every time. Pinterest moms, here's 99 recipes for the Instant Pot. Me, this is my Instant Pot. It makes rice and quinoa. Oh, and one time I made soup in it. Putting my hair up without one part pulling more than the rest and it hurts. I always have the weirdest hairstyles at work because of this. I have hair down to the small of my back. I also have very thick hair. The top of my head gets fatigued sometimes because my hair is heavy. I use hair jaw clips to pile my hair on top of my head. It only lasts for a while until it falls to one side and starts sliding down. Always have to check what my hair looks like before going to the bathroom. Too many times I've come out of the stall and realized I look like Frankenstein's bride. I'm 33 years old and I'm terrible at cutting my own fingernails. It always looks like a child did it with safety scissors. Left-handed safety scissors. At least you try. I still bite mine. I don't bite it, but cut them with other nails. I doubt I could use fingernails better. You know how in Spanish you have to roll your tongue for some words? Yeah, that. I simply cannot do it. Same for me, but with French. French is more like gargling on a G. Keep trying. Be happy. Being happy actually isn't that easy. We all know people who are rays of sunshine and seem to always be happy, but even they will have rough days. I think it's more important to be content. No need to strain or stress over trying to be happy when sometimes just being safe, calm and okay is just as good. Like strive to be happy, but not at the expense of yourself and others. All my friends love their nap time. I, on the other hand, have a difficult time falling asleep during the day. And if I do manage to fall asleep, I wake up with the mental ability of a plant. I hate the feeling of waking up from a nap. I generally can't sleep during the day, but when I do it fucks up the rest of my day, because I feel like crap. I'm not a great night sleeper either, but naps are worse. Returning literally any phone call I miss, or answering. Likewise, answering emails. Running, can't do a mile without dying midway through. There's a program called Couch to 5K that's designed around getting people who have never run before into good enough shape to run a 5K, which is about 3 miles. It's extremely popular and free. Driving. Everyone I know has no problem with it, and here I'm struggling and afraid to take my car. Eating properly. I'm much better than I used to be, but I still have a long way to go. I go to the store thinking I'm going to make great choices today, and then I end up leaving with a can of soda or a bag of chips. Then I beat myself up as I chow down on my treats. At least I'm cooking at home more now than eating out. Basic ducking human interaction. Basic human interaction absolutely requires skill. It is a teachable, or at least learnable, thing. I used to be super socially awkward. Gradually put myself into situations where I was forced to learn social skills. Spell the words license and maintenance without using autocorrect. Thank God for autocorrect. Otherwise everyone would know I'm a fucking moron. I'm the worst tooth fairy. Oh man. Ours always takes 2 or 3 nights to make it. She plays it off well though and always leaves the kids a tale of her adventures and why it took a little extra time to get to us. More than once it's just been because their room was so messy she couldn't find the tooth. She also usually leaves a little extra money as a late fee. Wink. I can do it, but I look like I'm trying really hard. I can hold a 2-eyed wink uninterrupted for up to 8 hours straight every night. I'm the winking master. Remembering to drink tea while it's still hot. Opening shopping bags when they are stuck together. I may as well have shovels for hands. Knowing right from left. I've messed up driving using a GPS because I confuse my right and left too often. I struggle with this too. Mostly when it is a last second decision. Say the person giving me driving directions didn't give me enough time to have the direction register. Or if I'm giving the directions, I have to have it already in my head what the next turn is. I've always attributed it to being left-handed, and my dad trying to force me into being right-handed as a child. Changing my bed sheets. Changing sheets is a nightmare. Saran wrap. Op said something that requires almost no skill. Not something that no one can control, and was invented by the devil. Tell my left hand and my right hand apart without having to write my name in the air with both hands to know which one is which. Edit. Now I have to make the L thing to tell them apart. The problem didn't disappear. It just evolved. Your left hand is the one that makes an L when you put your thumb to the side. I had learning problems as a child and my teachers gave me a few tips on things like that. I'm 28 and I don't think I've ever managed to shave without missing some on my neck. Quick tip, you need a fresh, very sharp razor. Place it carefully next to the spot on your neck where the hair is. Use lots of shaving cream and with a sharp, stroking motion, slit your throat to avoid having to ever shave again. I can never pull one bag off of the roll of plastic bags in the produce department of grocery stores. If I do get one, then it is hard to get it open. Keeping my apartment clean. I'm in a 2-story townhouse and I have no furniture in the first floor, and it's mostly out of sight to me so I just never think to clean it, and when I do it's so far gone it's overwhelming. Tying a tie. No idea why. Know how to do it. Fail miserably every time. Being on time, despite my best efforts to prepare, get up early/leave early, etc. Wherever it is I have to be at a certain time. I never seem to be able to get it right and get there on time. I have kinda accepted that this is one of my greatest flaws. I can try everything to be in time, but mostly I get distracted and be late anyways. I can only manage it from time to time if I force myself. Whistle really loud. I can whistle at a normal volume, but I can't do those loud whistles that people do with their hands in their mouths. Playing video games. No, that's a bundle of skills. Playing takes no skill. Being good takes a lot. Engrist. Not going to lie, I dove into learning English completely afraid. By the 4th day, it had left me in a daze. I felt dense as a gorilla and bored as a busy bee. Before you burrow yourself, just know that you owed yourself the pain. Handwriting. A drunk squirrel probably has better handwriting than me. Same here. I'm so glad I'm an adult in the age of computers and everything being digital for the most part. The only thing I have to handwrite consistently is when I sign my name, and for that I make the first letter then scribble first letter of last name and some more scribbled out. Anyone can read my name when I sign stuff.